Congratulations, good win on Tuesday night. Slough, tough opposition.
Yeah. Tough game. I think all the games now towards the end of the season will be tough. I think everyone has seen us play home and away, and they're going to think of ways of beating us. Obviously, our record overall has been good. That's why we're in the position we are in. I thought Slough gave a great account of themselves, and we found a way we found a way to win in the end. But it wasn't an easy game. But I don't think any game's going to be easy now towards the end of the season.
I mean, them pulling the goal back and then you getting the third. It was a good show of resilience from you guys in terms of regrouping.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think anyone should be surprised. We've done it all year. We lost the first game of the season, and I think that really, it showed. We've got characters in the change room. We want to fight for this club. We want to do well, and I think we represent it quite well. I think we've done that quite well. I think the supporters should be proud. We're proud of them. They support us home and away. The numbers we're pulling in are ridiculous, really, for this level. And long may it continue, really. But I don't think we should be surprised at what we're doing. We've been doing it every week. If we've lost a game, which we've not lost many, I mean, we lost three games in the league. We've bounced back with a good performance or a resilient one. So these words are stuff that we instilled in ourselves all year now. Over 20 games we've played in the league. We shouldn't be surprised.
Do you guys ever talk about the point gap at the top? It's 13 points is a heck of a cushion. Yeah. Do you ever discuss it in the changing room, or is it just a case of crack on till you?
Yeah, I've discussed it a few times in the group chat after a glass of wine. But then you refocus when you come back into training and realise that we're first, and that's the main thing. We want to be top of the table. I also think that if we weren't doing as well as we have been doing this year, I don't think that would have been a major shock either. I think people have taken this for granted, what we're doing, actually. I think coming into the season, obviously a big club, massive club compared to the rest of the league, but I think there was more question marks more than people being confident of what we might have done this year. So, if we were still fighting, like I think Conference North table, I was showing that earlier today, there's a couple of teams there, or maybe I think one team's gone a bit clear. Scunthorpe are a big club in that league. So I think if we weren't as high as as we are right now, I think that would have been more okay. So what we expect, maybe the club's struggling a little bit, but should be doing well. But that's not the case. We're doing really well. So long may that continue. But it's all the work we've been putting in week out with the manager and the owners and all the staff that we see every day. Everybody wants to be great at what they're doing, and so far it's going well. Obviously we've got another game on Saturday. It will be a tough test.
The next one, Maidenhead, flying high.
Maidstone.
Maidstone.
Yeah.
Flying high, great result against Ipswich in the FA Cup.
Yeah, fantastic.
What did you make of that, seeing that game?
We caught a little bit of that game on the bus on the way to, I can't remember now, on the away game. They're doing really well. Great cup run. They should be proud of themselves. I know the manager quite well. Played with him. He's a teammate of mine for a short period at Wolves, and I just think they've done really well, represented our league really well, all of the National League really well. It'll be a tough test. I think when they came here, we drew with them. I think it was 1-1. Yeah, so an athletic side. I think they fight for the manager, and we'll expect a tough game.
You've played in teams where you've gone on good cup runs. Does that distract you at all from what you're doing in the league, when at the back of your brain you're thinking FA Cup tie coming up around the corner, and for them another big game? Yeah,
I think that'll be in the back of their minds, rightfully so. That's for them to worry about. For us, it's just another game on the plastic surface. We love playing on there, don't we? So now looking forward to it. But it's just an opportunity to keep building a gap in the league, hopefully, if results go our way. But we just got to take care of ourselves, really. If we perform well, we think we've got a good chance of winning the game. We're not going to be Ipswich, so I'm sure they'll be coming at us a bit more than they did in that game. And hopefully there'll be more gaps for us to exploit.
I was going to mention the artificial pitch. In terms of how you play and the type of training you do in the build-up, do you tend to do more training on the artificial pitch here and take it into the match? Do you have to change the way you play quite a lot building up to these games? I
think it's more mental more than actually dealing with the conditions. The pitch is not going to play like a grass pitch. It's so different. Even the bounce, even just your stride patterns. I know it sounds very detailed and technical, but it is true. It doesn't feel the same at all. But it's something we have to deal with, and we look forward to it. At the end of the day, they still got to chase back when when Youngie's going and beating players. They've got to run back just like we have to do the same. So we will deal with it, and I'm sure we'll be ready when it comes to Maidstone, not Maidenhead, on Saturday.
That's right, thank you for correcting. And in terms of forward options, we know there's obviously a couple of injuries at the moment. That means you're probably going to have a lot more time on the pitch than the alternating system we've seen in the last few months. Yep. I'm guessing you're going to relish that time and getting a lot more minutes. Yeah. Whatever game requires, that's what I'm here for. If I need to play 90 or 100 minutes or an hour, whatever it might be, I'll be ready for it. Touch wood, I've been good with injuries. I've been good with injuries in my career anyway, so it's not something I think about how long I play or whatever. It's just whatever the game needs. If I'm on there and I'm doing well, try to affect it as much as possible. If I'm not affecting it, I feel like my team has less of a chance of winning because I'm an attacking player, so I can affect that side of the pitch. That's all I can worry about. We've got a solid back four, back five, including Joe, who've played all season pretty much, and obviously with Smudge coming out, Worthing's gone there and played well last game. So these things, everyone needs to be ready to, put their best foot forward and perform. We're quite lucky. I don't think many players have been in this position, being so clear at the top of the table, me myself included. I've played 15, 16 years professionally. I've never been in this position. So, like I said earlier, I can't take it for granted, and everyone's got to play their part. It's special. We're going to remember this. We're not going to be the same group next year, whatever level we're playing at. So everyone's got to relish the opportunities, be it 5 minutes or 100 minutes. Play your part, because we will remember this in years to come. And how impressed were you with Matt Worthington at right back? Yeah, he done really well. It's funny because I know when he had to defend 1v1 duels, I know what was going through the back of his mind. Just don't get beat. Because we've been reminded about it in the changing room, we were talking about it. But that's private jokes between ourselves. But he done really well, scored a goal. I feel like he was playing right wing more than right back in that game in the first half. But he done really well. And we expect him to do well because he's our captain and he leads by example every week. So he should be proud of his performance.
The Yale supporters, Frank, have really taken to you here at Curious Park. Have you sort of found a little bit of a home here, do you think? Yeah, no, it's been good. It's always good when you actually live in the area as well, which obviously me and my family do now. I've done since we moved there, so yeah, I feel settled. And obviously performing well helps. So if you're winning games and you're playing well, I think the supporters appreciate that, but also appreciate the other stuff you might do, that we're doing individually and collectively. It's gone really well, and I like to call it home. I want to be here as long as possible, but obviously I want to be here winning. And if we're winning, people are much happier. They want to speak to you more, don't they? Yeah.